Hello, I am Payal, your study abroad expert. Welcome to my second video on how to fund your education. In the previous video, we had discussed how we can take secured loan from the banks against our property or any other collateral that we have like jewelry, insurance policies, etc. And the bank would give us loan easily. The bank need not worry about the repayment of the loan because they have our assets with them. But the problem arises when I don't have any collateral with me. There are families in our country which do not have a good financial background. They don't have assets. So does that mean that the children from those families do not have a right to dream big? They cannot go and study abroad? That's not the case. ये आप सबको पता है कि आजकल government is trying to support education and there are multiple ways that you can fund your education even without collateral. So how do we do that? The most important thing is that they, along with the borrower, which is you who is borrowing the money for your education, they should be a co-borrower. Who is the co-borrower? Co-borrower is a person जिसकी एक steady income है, वो ऑलरेडी जॉब में है और वो आपकी लाइबिलिटी शेयर करते हैं. सो इज लाइक योर गारंटर जो जिससे द बैंक इज कन्विंस्ड दैट ओके देयर आर मल्टीपल सोर्सेज फॉर द रीपेमेंट ऑफ द लोन एंड दे नीड नॉट रियली वरी. सो उसके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आपका क्रेडिट रिपोर्ट और आपके को बोरोवर का क्रेडिट रिपोर्ट शुड बी रियली गुड. Like in the previous video, we had discussed the concept of credit score. What is credit score? It is the consumer's credit worthiness, which means अगर आपने कभी लोन लिया है तो आपकी EMI टाइम पे गई है, आप डिफॉल्टर नहीं रहे हैं. अगर आप क्रेडिट कार्ड यूज करते हैं तो आपने अपनी क्रेडिट कार्ड की पेमेंट टाइम से दी है. सो यू ऑलवेज पेड योर लोन्स on time or your bills on time. You've been a good payer and that gives the bank a reason to trust you and the co-borrower. So you would need to submit a lot of documents for that. You and your co-borrower will have to submit the salary slips for about 6 months and a lot of documentation so that the bank knows that there are future income prospects and they do not really have to worry about losing their money, and they know that their money is in safe hands and it will be repaid on time. So there are many banks, like government banks, they give unsecured loan to maximum 7.5 lakhs. But there are other private banks that could give you unsecured loans till about 40 lakhs as well. Then there are many private companies that would give you loan at not a very high interest rate, and sometimes आपको सिर्फ 3 दिन लगते हैं ये अपना लोन लेने के लिए, क्योंकि अगर आप लोन लेते हैं विद कोलैटरल तो बहुत ज्यादा डॉक्यूमेंटेशन होती है, बट विदाउट कोलैटरल डॉक्यूमेंटेशन काफी कम होती है. आपको सिर्फ अपने फाइनेंशियल सबमिट करने होते हैं. एंड समटाइम्स विद दीज प्राइवेट कंपनीज यू माइट जस्ट गेट लोन विद इन 3 days, so less a time. So once you get your offer letter from the university and probably you've already put your papers for loan, and the moment you get your offer letter and you submit the letter with the bank or the private company or the agency, your loan would be approved, and based on that your visa process will go ahead. So there are like other agencies like NBFC, which is non-banking finance corporations, who give you unsecured loans as well. So your percentage, your interest rate could vary from 10 to 18% depending on what is your credit score, what has been your credit report, and depending on whom you go with. Like the government banks could probably give you a lower interest rate, but they would not give you a huge amount of unsecured loan. They don't want to take a lot of risk, unlike the private banks who are risk takers. And that's why they charge a little extra in the interest rate as well. So as you can see, do not hold your aspirations back. If you want to study abroad, go and fulfill your dream today. And there are many private companies, banks, HDFC, your government banks that would give you unsecured loans as well. Then you have NBFCs that would give you unsecured loans. So do not worry at all. If you have any comments, if you want us to make video on any particular topic, please leave in the comment section. Subscribe to our channel and we'll give you a lot of information. Do not worry. if you follow us regularly, you'll probably get really, lured and attracted towards foreign education, which is, as I said, the quality of education is good. And one big, stress that you had was how to fund your education. Probably you got an answer of that in this and the previous video as well. So there's nothing to worry. We want to be a part of your journey and success. So subscribe to us today and share this video with all your friends. And look forward to a lot of new information about universities and attractive courses that would get you a good job in different countries. Follow us on this channel and we'll come out with a lot more information. Thank you.